This is a HeadGum podcast.
There are so many times when we want to like start up the show, but then something is happening and it makes us like wait a couple hours. And today it decided to like fucking hail out of nowhere. Like the world like changed in a matter of like 10 minutes outside.
It got so dark. It was so ominous. I posted a bunch of Snapchats on my Snapchat, Rachel Waiters, if you're listening to this, and it'll still be up by the time this is up. But yeah, the lightning hit the top of the Space Needle. There's a video on our Twitter.
It now looks like it snowed. I mean, I guess it did snow, but like the hail was just like so much that it looked like it snowed.
It was wild.
The roads, they look like, you know, they're not fun to drive on.
Yeah, they were fucking backed up. But it's okay. It's over now. It's the calm after the storm.
Meanwhile, I see in my Facebook, like, everybody that's on the East Coast in Pennsylvania, like, talking about how, like, it's 80 fucking degrees right now, and it's crazy as hell.
Yo, weren't your meteorologist friends, like, freaking out because what's-his-face passed away?
Oh, yeah, Bill Paxton.
Yeah, because he was in Twister.
Yeah, there's a website where you can see, like, all the different storm chasers that are, like, chasing tornadoes in the Midwest, and they have, like, video feeds. And so they all made a giant BP, like, to spell out on the map, like, the trackers that you can see.
Yeah.
And it was stretched out, like, across a couple states. It's, like, how many people came over to, like, make that, because he did Twister. And so, like, he pretty much spawned, like, an entire generation of, like,
Did you love that fucking movie?
I did love that movie. And, like, so many people that were in my classes were like, yeah, Twister. Like, you know.
If you don't know, if you're new to this show, this is Coffee with Crachel. I'm Rachel.
I'm Chris.
And Chris actually has a degree in meteorology.
Fun fact, I don't use it at all.
But when it does hail, he is very hard. Like, it's a problem.
Yeah.
And it's very few and far between when we actually get a fucking storm here. I did not know we were signing up for 0 thunderstorms here.
Yeah, Seattle, not exactly the most crazy when it comes to, like, storms or weird weather. So,
but when it is weird, it looks really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway, that was our morning.
Yeah, that's why we had to record this later in the evening.
But, yeah, and we missed last week because I was just too fucking depressed, honestly. Like, I was having
Let's
a
just
week.
be real.
I know, I like being honest about it because, like, I don't want to be a downer, but it's like sometimes I literally can't even pull an hour out of my ass when I'm feeling at my, like, absolute worst.
I know, and, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, as they say.
And I'm constantly crumbling. So we have some Wawa hazelnut coffee today.
Yes.
Because what gets us more jazzed than a nice hot nut at the end of
Oh my
day?
God, exactly. This is my favorite flavored coffee from them, you know?
From them.
Did
you see that there was, like, a sign that some protester held up that was just like, Wawa is better than Sheetz? I've been getting it tweeted at me constantly.
I can get behind that cause.
Yeah.
I'm
like definitely very passionate about that. And, like, if you live in the East Coast, like, wherever we were... I don't even know anymore.
Where were we?
You know, you've had that argument with some fucking hick at some point.
Yeah.
And if you said Sheetz, you're fucking wrong.
Shits, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Speaking of shits, so this weekend, wait, do you have a coffee fact?
Yeah, I have a coffee fact, and I have to give a shout out to Avery on Twitter who tweeted me that the Nat Geo Discovery page on Snapchat was
I always fucking don't look at the Discovery page because I'm trash.
Don't even look at Snapchat, so
Yeah,
I need to get
sucks.
that. I need to get that down first, then I can get to the Discovery page. But Nat Geo had like a whole thing on coffee facts. I had like 50 of them, so we're fucking good. We got a lot. You know, no more stealing from Dunkin' Donuts.
It's fine. Are you guys learning? Let us know.
Please.
Have any of these stuck with you? Tell us. All right, so what's the fact today?
The fact is that coffee trees can grow to be as tall as 3-story buildings, which is wild.
So, I have a question.
What?
Maybe because your dad's a contractor, like, you might know the answer to this, but, like, what constitutes a story?
I don't know if that's, like, I feel like it's, like, a length, you know, I couldn't tell you.
What if you have high ceilings? Does that alter it?
I don't know.
The stair height, you know?
Also, who the fuck named it a story?
I don't know.
It's not a
Charles
fucking book.
Dickinson.
Like, who did that? It really confuses me.
Who did that? But that was my question. It was really just like...
I have no idea what constitutes a
Ask
story.
your dad and then get back to me. Okay?
I guess it's just like... Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
It's like, what if you had a 3-story building that was taller than like a 2-story building, but like they had high ceilings or something?
You're thinking of The Sims, when you can change the
ceiling height, bitch. Yeah. I get all of my architectural knowledge from The Sims. It's fine. It's taught me nothing, actually.
Shit.
Because none of it works.
So you were going to talk about pooping.
Like,
what the fuck? Like, what the hell are you going with that?
All right, so my birthday was this weekend, and obviously I have a shit story, you know what I mean? Like, I can't just have a birthday weekend without it ending in, like, everyone exploding.
Your world just revolves around that, whether you're looking at dogs and making them shit. Like,
yes, my...
secret power.
My power. So... on Saturday night, Chris planned a couple of weeks ago that we were going to have a bunch of our friends come to this one vegan restaurant here in Seattle.
Yes, now this is a place we've been to before.
And we really loved it. I had a great experience last time.
We have the one place that's like a diner, that kind of food, really not good for you kind of food. And then we have this place which is like the higher end vegan food.
It's still not good for you because it's like...
Well, yeah, it's not good for you, but
pasta.
It's like... It's fancy. It's stuff you could... have a glass of wine with.
They have cucumber in the water, and that's all you need to know about it. Okay, I feel like I'm yelling.
Our host had a man bun, that's the vibe,
and not like a full bun, like that one where they tried so hard to get any sort of hair gathering. Yeah, like smaller than a walnut. Sorry.
Anyway.
Okay. So we had planned to go there. So we tried to go and make a reservation a few weeks ago because I don't know, originally we didn't have 6 people, I think. We were only going to have 5 people, and then we were oh shit, we forgot somebody. And basically when you make a reservation, you have to have 6 people.
Yeah, they were we don't make reservations for less than 6 people groups. So
I know, and I was I'm sorry, I don't have enough fucking friends. But anyway, so we had 6 people coming, and once one of my friends couldn't make it, so then when we get there, they're okay, yeah, your reservation's no longer, and we had to wait 3 fucking hours. So that definitely was a twist. And so you're thinking, okay, that's annoying, right? That's it.
Yeah, but that's not the end of it.
And at this point, okay, I'm not upset. Whenever there's a big, long wait at a restaurant, and I'm very much a call-ahead girl.
Decompose in that seat waiting for that table.
And never say anything. I will hold that vibrating disc on edge, waiting. Just, honestly, nothing gives me more anxiety than sitting in Olive Garden and having that disc. Because it's going to vibrate, and you're just waiting. It's so tense.
I never understood why they have some of them be they're coasters. But, it's going to vibrate, and then, what's going to happen to your drink when it's vibrating?
I don't know. One time I went to this place, and it was, a seafood place in Cape Cod, and they had just, lobsters that they gave you that would just, light up. And I thought it was the highest form of art I had ever experienced.
That's clever.
So... the wait is long, and I'm not upset because, I can wait, right? But I just get uncomfortable because then I'm, subjecting my friends to waiting, and it's so tense for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like that, you know what I mean? So anyway, we finally get sat down, and I think I don't even remember. You drag people. I don't know. I was fucked up. And we order food, and everything was fine. I had what did I get? A pizza, a veggie pizza.
Veggie pizza, and I got lasagna.
Yeah, and also our other friend got the same thing as you.
Yes.
And then another friend got something that you got last time,
that was
and you
a
were
buffalo
fine
burger.
With. Yeah, and then Zach got a salad, so he was safe. He was safe. Now, mind you, this is a vegan restaurant, so you do not expect to get food poisoning or something. You know what I mean? So it wasn't food poisoning.
It wasn't food poisoning. I definitely think it was so much. I don't know what kind of oil they use.
The oil and the cheese combo, the fake cheese.
Yeah, because I would say that fake cheese in my lasagna, they had a cashew sauce in there, but then they also had to make the ricotta, but then they also had fake cheese, and that's
they put fake cheddar on top of your lasagna,
and that killed it because it's that fucking Daya really sticky, has a weird smell cheese, and
the cashew ricotta was so good.
Yeah, if they didn't have that on top, I would have been set.
I know,
but anyway,
it literally the restaurant we get back to my apartment because we were just gonna drink drink and like do stuff and have cake.
Yes.
And none of us were hungry. We all felt like shit. So like we all sit down on the couch and we're gonna play. I think it was Drawful.
Yeah, Drawful.
And three of the five of us are silently dying.
I was not one of those three, which is shocking because my stomach, like with the acid reflux, and I usually get fucked up from like water. So like,
I don't know. He did not get taken down. So I'm on the couch and I'm like trying so hard not to throw up.
Yeah.
And then I like just like announce it. I'm like, I'm just gonna let you all know, like I'm gonna die in the bathroom right now. I'll see you later. And like it had already been like a topic conversation that we have a fucking squatty potty, and like then everybody got to use it. So fucked up.
Oh,
so anyway,
shit.
Moral of the story was the food got us, bitch. And after that wait, it was just like a bad thing. But it didn't ruin anything, but it was just like so funny that would be how I rang it in, you know?
Yeah.
It was too honestly perfect. But we had a really great time.
Yeah, and then the cake, you know, that was fucking fantastic.
Yo, I was so impressed with her.
It came out like a million times better than I expected.
I couldn't even find an offset spatula. I did that with a fucking butter knife.
Yeah.
Like that shows
it had a nice rustic charm.
I need to be on Cake Wars.
Bakers or fakers?
15 minutes, bakers. So anyway, but I did end up having like a really good time.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. I'm 25. Woo!
Woo! So what
am I?
Yeah, what are you? You know,
people on Twitter were like, happy quarter of a century. And I was like, let's not. Let's not do that.
Yeah. I don't think it's like a
also, that's expecting me to live till 100. And honestly, I'm like a 65 kind of bitch. And then something fucked up happens. Like I get stomped on by an elephant.
I don't think that quarter life. Maybe by the time we hit like that age, you know, how's medicine going to look like in 40 years?
Am I going to just be put into a robot at that point?
Honestly,
and will I be on Mars? That's
what will Mars's atmosphere do to my body? Like, does it going to prolong my life?
Yo, I heard that the whole SpaceX bullshit, the Elon Musky.
Yeah,
they're making an announcement.
Oh yeah, it's that they plan to fly around the moon next year.
Oh
yeah.
Well, shit. I thought it was like not yet happening. Is that cool? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, that's just like a big step for them.
What is it, like a tour of the moon? Or is it just like for science?
It's like to test their systems to see how they can do it and stuff.
They're test driving their Tesla.
Because right now, they've only just like launched and then like had it land back down. Because the whole thing is like, you know, our spaceships, they don't just launch and then that's it. Like they can land and then be reused.
Yeah, and the piece that flies off comes back and they recycle her.
Yeah.
You guys got to watch that presentation. Like,
it was wild.
Is he still on Trump's committee?
I think so, but I
still am on the fence with how I feel about it.
I don't think I'm upset because from what I've seen, he's just been like really trying to be like the good guy on the inside, trying to get Trump to be like paying attention. But regardless, also, do you see the Trappist, like, not exploration, the discovery, like the Trappist system or whatever, that it's like a nearby system that has 7 Earth-like planets around.
Oh, I didn't know what the name of it was. I was like, trapeze artist. Yes, I've seen her.
And like 3 of them are in the habitable zone.
Okay, I'm gonna go there.
I said, you know, it was a nice backup plan if Mars falls through to have those.
Mars, though, will be good for my complexion, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's gonna be maybe dry or cold, but like the color of Mars really goes well with my skin tone. And so I think it'll be flattering for... Can we get married on Mars? Yo, I feel like Mars's just overall rock texture could make a really good pressed eyeshadow.
Yeah, I agree.
A nice terracotta. I'm going to literally come out with an eyeshadow palette that is just planets, but I feel like that's already been fucking done before.
Definitely been a thing.
But, like, I'll do it and it'll only be the red planets. No.
Oh, my God.
I'm just kidding. That's just a warm-up eyeshadow palette. It's whatever.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, so you got your mug that you're drinking out of right now. Did you talk about that yet?
Oh, yeah.
That was their birthday thing.
Mallory and Ashley are 2 friends that were hanging out with us on Saturday.
2 of the others that have also, you know, fallen
They also
ill.
died.
They were victims.
So rip you guys. They went to Wizarding World of Harry Potter recently. Florida one, right?
Yeah, yes. Florida.
And I don't know why I just backtracked, because I know they wouldn't have gone to the smaller one. You know what I mean? Like, Mal wasn't fucking around.
Legit one.
So they brought us back a couple of things that you can only get there. And now, like, we're all going to, like, try and plan to go, honestly.
Yeah, I want to go... Like, they said around this time of year was, like, good, so I want to go, like, February of
I'm not
next year.
going to Florida in a summer setting.
I will not, after March, nah.
I might be able to get a discount for at least me, because my one friend works pretty high up there, and she's always telling me that, but I'm always like, I'm never in Florida.
Oh my god, that's like everybody that tells you that, like, they have a discount, like, when your friend's like, please use my discount, like, you know, I get this for my job, and you're like, afraid to, like, ask them for anything ever.
But, like, I'm constantly doing that to people with, like, any free makeup that I receive. It's constantly, like, being passed on to people, and they're so uncomfortable. They're like, please stop giving us presents. And I'm like, I can't. I'm swimming in this lipstick. Please take her. But anyway, so they brought back, like, pumpkin juice, which was exciting. We didn't try it yet because I, like, don't want to fuck up the bottle.
I know. I want to kind of preserve it, but also want to taste it.
Yeah.
So
they said it was, like, a spiced pumpkin, like nutmeg.
It'll be interesting. I think I'll try it because I want to know what it tastes like.
Yeah.
And also a pumpkin juice pin. You know, got to be on brand for my pumpkin flavors.
And they got me that super nice, like, notebook that is like a dark green and has the Slytherin emblem like embossed on it, and the paper looks weathered. I'm like, I don't know what kind of secrets and cunning ass deceptive things I'm gonna write in this book, but it's like, I feel like I can't even write on it unless I get like calligraphy pens.
I know, it's like shit like that. It's like what I write in here has to be so good, like, you know,
not gonna play MASH on these pages. Maybe tic-tac-toe.
Oh my god. And then we also got some lemon drops
from Honeydukes. Now we have like a little Honeydukes jar. It's so
and
cute.
then there's like a sugar quill.
Yeah, and, I don't want to eat them though. I want to keep them forever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to go and I will eat everything there. I will not be vegan that week when I'm there. I want to do like a 2-day thing like they did.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping that that they announced. I was looking online because I knew that they were going to be expanding this place like
making
a lot.
It bigger.
Yeah, so they got the 2 parks right now, but they said when they had first opened the first part that there were going to be at least 2 more.
Oh,
so
they're already like have 1 more.
So there's hopefully a plan to have at least 1 more added to the park. But I know that
they're doing Star Wars shit right now.
They got Star Wars and they got Nintendo right now.
They're doing a Nintendo thing? Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
I want to ride Yoshi.
Honestly, Universal Studios, in my opinion, Universal and Islands of Adventure, that combo, for me than Disney World.
See, I've never been to any of them. Which one is the one that looks like a giant golf ball?
That's Epcot and Disney.
Okay.
Disney's got 5 parks in it.
I don't know. I just remember that episode of Boy Meets World, you know?
Yeah.
And Full House.
I gotta take a trip back to, like, you know, will I go to Disney World sometime in my life?
Yeah, because, like, yes. I want to fucking get a flounder stuffed animal and I want to see Ursula in person.
Yeah. And then
those are my only things I need.
Fucking go to the Wizarding World, which you have to go through Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios.
What does Islands of Adventure have besides Adventure?
God, I don't fucking know. They got more of like the roller coaster type rides. They have an Amazing Spider-Man ride, which was really fun. They have like a Incredible Hulk roller coaster, I think. I did not ride that one. That was like one of those crazy roller coasters, you know?
I'm here for the food. Butterbeer.
Yeah.
Mickey waffle. Like, that's what I want.
What?
They have like those Mickey Mouse waffles.
I thought you meant like Mickey D's, like McDonald's, you know?
Yeah, let me go to Disney just for the McDonald's. Like,
that's why I got really confused.
Yeah. So we definitely want to do that.
Your mug, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the mug.
It just has boobs all over it. And it's everything to me now. If you ever need to get me anything, it's a mug. Like, I don't even care.
Every holiday
and then that cute thing with the fucking geodes on it.
Oh, yeah.
They need to fucking get out of my ass. I hate them both so much. They're just wonderful people.
We love you guys.
But yeah, we had a great weekend, honestly. The
overall,
fake cheese didn't take it down.
Yeah, no, it was a great weekend. You got to finish Harry Potter.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We didn't even mention. I finished that on my birthday, which was Friday.
Yeah.
Friday was a weird day.
Yeah, therapy, then like finishing this series, then.
Yeah, like it was a weird. And then, so I like did the one thing on Friday morning. I had Chris run out and he got lox. So I had them with vegan cream cheese. So I did something, you know. Yeah. But it was like the first time I had lox in forever and it was very nice. And I'm going to make that like my new birthday thing, so I'll have them like once a year and on my birthday.
Yeah.
And it was
supreme.
The Pacific Northwest lox though, if I wasn't like trying not to eat fish,
honestly, it was like the best lox I've ever had.
It was not oily.
It was not oily, and it was like the perfect amount of smokiness.
Like, we got them like in a package, you know what I mean?
Which
like,
is
it wasn't like
usually,
at a deli.
Yeah, it's usually not the greatest out of the package.
But like, I would say I would rank them higher than any of the packaged ones I ever had on the East Coast. Like, it would be right underneath going to a deli because it was like not oily. Well, yeah, you've been to our Jewish deli back home.
Yeah, but I don't think I've gotten lox there. I never got lox.
Oh my God, you sinner. I'm sure I shoved that bagel in your mouth. There's no way you got out of that.
Maybe I had a bite. I don't know.
Ugh. And they give you there the Philly cream cheese that comes in a little like container, so it's not like soft and whipped. Like, it's still like that brick.
Yeah.
Like, if I could go there again,
they know.
Famous Deli, I would let that be the end of my bowels forever.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was great, you know? Mm-hmm. And I went clothes shopping because I really don't have anything for spring, and it's, like, getting kind of warm, even though today was weirdly snowy. Yeah. I know it's February, though, but, like...
Clothes shopping, it's always that's an experience, but you had a good one.
Yo. Like, okay, Chris loves me because I am not, like, a browser, okay?
Both of us, we're not browsers.
Because I don't like looking at things I can't buy or afford.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm out at a store, it's because I have a reason to be there. Like,
exactly.
I might pick up one extra thing than on my list, but I have a mission and I don't like spend more than I have to or whatever. So that's why I don't even go into Sephora and I do all my shopping online, because I just research it online and then I don't
spend like
swatch
hours
everything.
and hours on websites just looking at everything. 5 minutes in store. Like,
yeah, because Sephora will get me.
Yeah,
they'll get me,
of course.
But I walked in and everything I tried on fit me, and then I was like, shit, there's too many options. I had to put things back, and not because they didn't fit. It was crazy. I haven't even I'm pretty sure I gained weight. I think I'm just like, I don't know, I've really nailed down my style, and sometimes large doesn't even, it's not actually a large. But I just had, such a great time. And I'm we've been in the process of, decluttering again.
Yeah, we also did that on Friday. That was the first thing.
Friday was great.
Friday was a weird day.
I told my therapist, I was like, I'm just keeping busy today. I'm not even going to think about anything too shady. And she was, trying to get me to be emotional. She was like, well, if you didn't have a busy day, how would you be spending your birthday? Or, how would you be feeling? And I was like, we're not going into this today. I got makeup on. I have to go to Target. I hate having shit to do after therapy, but whatever.
But yeah, we've been decluttering
cleaned out our closets. And I don't know, because I watched I think it was a BuzzFeed video, and they were talking about how it's stupid to keep a bunch of clothes in your closet that you bought, even when you buy them, with the intention that they'll look good if you lose weight, and that must be a requirement for you to wear this piece. And I have so many clothing pieces like that I'm like, oh yeah, when I actually lose weight, I'll be able to put those on.
Yeah.
And that's just so stupid. Just buy clothes that fit you the way you are, because you're fucking awesome and you'll look great and you'll actually be using things. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes I'll be nervous that I'm going to lose weight and then I'm gonna have to buy expensive things like jeans.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be a determining factor if you want to start working out. You know what I mean? You gotta not let the clothes that you have or the clothes that you want to wear tie down everything that you're doing. You know what I mean? Because it can do that.
You went into this shopping excursion with I'm just gonna get stuff that's for now.
Yeah, because I'll do that if I'm because right now I've been blah on my yoga routine and I want to get back into it because I've just been feeling I need to stretch out and get these muscles working, you know?
Yeah. Because
hiking season's coming up and I want to get myself feeling better so that I can withstand the hiking.
Yeah.
And normally if I'm thinking about that and I might be possibly losing some weight in the future, who knows? It's oh, well then I don't want to buy clothes because they might not fit, or they might not fit in a few months, and it's so annoying. It's just fucking buy clothes the way that they look right now. That's why I don't spend a lot of money on clothes.
Yeah. Because
I don't want to buy things that I won't be able to wear in the future. But man, sometimes I just get so bogged down by it. And so I just went in there with the pair of pants that I look good in. Mm-hmm. And I was I'm just going to find a bunch of things that look good with these pants. And I don't care what happens in the next few months, but I'm going to look really good right now. And I did, bitch.
Do you think, I'm trying to remember the name of the challenge from that minimalist documentary you watched, the 333 or whatever the hell it was challenge.
I could absolutely do that.
It's where you have 30 like for 30 days, you narrow down your wardrobe to like 33 pieces. That includes like jewelry and shoes.
I can
and
absolutely
everything.
do that. I literally have like 2 pairs of shoes that I switch between.
Yeah.
3 if you count my sneakers. Yeah.
I wonder if they count like each shoe as an
No, it's the pair.
It's definitely
it's
has
the
to be
whole
the pair.
item.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to count it like that. Let's be real. But yeah, I that's where I'm at right now, because like I went through my closet and I remember like I had these 2 dresses that I got for an event, like some YouTube event. And when I tried them on in the store, it was like in advance to this event, and I probably still had like a few months before it. And I said like in the store, I was like, you know what, I'll just like lose like 10 pounds or whatever like in the next like few months, and then these will even look good. Like I bought them and they didn't even look good at me like at that moment, but I was like, yeah, they will eventually. And like they still are like, you know, I just don't think that they looked good ever, and I can't believe I bought them, and so I got rid of those. I mean, I'm donating all of this clothing. I'm not a fucking idiot.
Definitely.
Like, and I wouldn't do this with like something that I bought that's really expensive. I would obviously sell that.
Yes.
But I don't have anything that's really expensive, honestly.
That's the catch-22.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like there's just things in my closet that I've had since like high school that like I hold on to because they're cool pieces, but like I don't have anything to wear them with, and they might not look good, or I just got rid of everything. I was like, this is just a whole new me in this closet now.
I mean, it's okay to have like, you know, maybe a couple pieces that you want to hang around to. Like most of the things that I have like from that era, like
are just
high school
comfortable.
era, yeah, the at-home comfortable things, whatever.
Yeah, I'll tend to get rid of like comfortable lounging clothing because I like would rather have my space filled up with practical things that I can wear. But at the same time, like I need my comfort depression clothes. Like I need that one thing that I always wear that I call my blanket sweater that I wear when I'm not feeling good. And it's got holes in it, but it just makes me feel like I'm getting a hug.
I finally just threw out my Millersville sweatpants that I got like freshman year of college.
He's wearing mine right now.
Yeah, I've got yours on. Yeah, like
because I never wore those.
They had like rips, and like the seam up the leg was like halfway up the leg. It was like, okay, it's time for these to go. They had their wear. Yeah, it was a good time.
You know, I got rid of, like, the last remaining elements of my blazer phase.
Oh, my God. My blazer phase.
That was I'm professional, even though I'm not.
That was our, like, beginning of us dating. Yeah. Was the blazer. The blayhoo.
I was actually talking about this the last time I streamed. So, if you have been, like, watching any of my, like, content from when I was in college, you'll know that I was an insecure, uptight piece of shit. And
I'm drinking over here.
I know, but it's so true. And I've obviously since relaxed somewhat. You know, we can never really calm these nerves. But at the time, like, because I was, like, bigger and I had been, like, you know, shamed about my weight from, like, my family my whole life, I just had no, you know, sense of confidence. And I thought that because I was, like, a size, like, I don't even know what size I was at the time, but, like, you know, not like my rest of my friends or whatever, I felt like I had to dress up, like, high quality, like I needed to look very dressed up in
that department.
Yeah, because I wasn't smaller. And, like, if I wore, like, a sweatshirt and sweatpants, then I get, like, look at this, like, fat bum or whatever. And, like, like I'm, like, I'm a fat girl, and it should not matter if I want to be comfortable. And just because, like, you have someone with a smaller body, they get to be more comfortable. You know what I mean? So, like, but at that time, I did not have the confidence to, like, look like a fucking schlub, honestly. Yeah. And, like,
when you're going to fucking, like, high school every goddamn day, and you were there for, like,
all day.
Like, dawn till dusk.
And I'm on a stage, too. Like, I just wanted to, like, look. And even in my makeup, I feel like it showed. Like, there used to be a time where I did not go a day without makeup and doing something to my hair.
Did
like,
you do liner, like, every fucking day?
Yeah.
And, like,
lipstick,
you
foundation.
were up at, like, fucking 4, like, whatever fucking time.
I used to do my hair every day, too. Like, God, I don't even do that. And now I'm so comfortable leaving my house in, like, a fucking sweatshirt and sneakers and my hair not done, and I have, like, zits all over my face, and I have, like, stupid, like, Band-Aids on my face. You know, like, it doesn't matter. And it's because I'm confident, and I also know that, like, none of this fucking matters if I'm just going to Walgreens. Like, you know what I mean? And we were talking about that on Twitch, and I guess I had never really, like, put in the the realization that might be more of a confidence thing and not just like, I used to think like, oh, well, now I'm just like lazier in my old age.
No.
And I don't care anymore. But like, I think I'm just more confident in how I look at a base level.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I can see from my perspective that just like comparing that time to this time, that just you being out and about, that you are more, I can sense more confidence now.
Well, it shows him when I have to, like, it used to be a big production for me to get out of the house to, like, go somewhere. And now it's like, you know, I try on like a million outfits. Like, I'm in front of the mirror, like, taking off clothes every 10 seconds. And now it's like the thing that I'm setting up to wear, I usually, like, one look in the mirror, I'm gone.
Yeah.
If my makeup, like, has, like, a disturbance, like, you know, when you're, like, putting on your makeup and then, like, your eye waters or something and, like, something goes astray, you know?
A cat jumps in your lap and fucks you up.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like, that used to, like, actually, I'd be like, whatever. The worst case scenario is I wipe it all off and then I leave. And it's like, it took me so long to get to this point. And, like, I don't, you know, if you're, like, not at that level, if you're how I was, you know, a few years ago, like, don't, you know, kick yourself, because, like, it's a total process. Like, it takes a lot of time to, like, stop putting so much stock in, like these
it's
little
been like
appearances.
6 years since like when I first started dating you, and you're in that one space till like now, and like
and
over
it was
those
like
6 years,
it's honestly more have been like since I moved to Seattle.
Yeah,
so it's really been like the last 3 years. It took me like a while to even think that like I was anything to look at all if I wasn't wearing makeup. Like, I felt so uncomfortable looking at my face. And my recommendation is to just, like, slowly, like, wear less just to, like, test yourself, because it helps so much, like, to not rely on it. But at the same time, like, if you're wearing it and you really like it and, like, you're enjoying the way it feels to put it on and to wear it all day,
makeup,
then
like,
fucking wear it. Like, trust me, I still love my fucking makeup. And, like, my no makeup looks are, like, still, I've got lots of things on. It's
always the irony that the no makeup is always the most makeup.
No makeup looks take 1,000 times longer than a regular eyeshadow lip combo. Yeah. It takes me so long to tweak that. It's annoying. But, like, I'm just, like, happy with where I'm at right now. And, like, honestly, nothing in my body has changed at all. And, honestly, my skin's really bad right now. And I'm still, like, whatever. I don't care. It's just not the end of the world. You're going to have zits. But it's like, you got to surround yourself with people that aren't making you feel like it's the end of the world, okay? And that has helped, truly, you know?
And it's not like, you know, you're making some changes too, like, diet-wise, you know, like what we're doing, trying, like...
Yeah, like, I don't feel as bad when I pig out on vegan food as I did when I pigged out on, like, a calzone.
Yeah.
But boys...
doesn't mean that the drive is not there.
You still can have a calzone. I can't, because I'll shit myself for a week, but, you know... You still can if you don't have that issue.
Fuck.
Yeah. I have my salt and Vins. It's fine.
Yeah.
Thank God.
The one true classic.
The one true classic. But anyway, so what else was on the docket for today? I'm all kinds of fucked up because we missed last week's episode.
Lots of things have been happening in the past week. And
of course.
I've been exploring something work-wise, possibly.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of been taking up our main focus at the time.
Yeah, trying to explore a new opportunity. And so I'm not going to say much more out of that, but, like, it's something still at Amazon, but, like, it's something I'm really looking forward to and be, like, a really great thing.
We're put out the good vibes, guys. We're hoping he gets
setting that intention that it's happening. When is Mercury in retrograde? Because I'll make sure to not schedule any interviewing or conversations during that time.
I don't know.
She just ended, so I hope it's not for a while.
It's Pisces season now, so I'm all kinds of watery.
It's our season.
It
is.
It's
Pisces season, so I should be in my prime right now, even though am I a Pisces? Who knows?
I know. Still up for debate.
Yeah, we don't fucking know.
But we had like a new moon or an eclipse. I don't know. One of the Twilight books happened in our Pisces. And I know that it was supposed to really rework things.
What the fuck?
I think it was on the 26th. Is that today?
Shit. No, today's the 27th. That was yesterday.
Just kidding. Yesterday was supposed to be lit.
Okay.
Wait, was yesterday Saturday?
Yesterday was Sunday.
Okay, I'm all kinds
You're
of fucked
all
up.
over the place.
Either way, it was a day, and it was supposed to be a Pisces day.
Maybe that's what fucked up the Oscars.
Ooh, yeah, we didn't even talk about that. So, I honestly didn't get to watch all of it.
Yeah, I didn't really pay attention too much. I honestly didn't fucking see anything that has come out. Like, I want to, it's just I haven't been to the movie theater.
I didn't see any of the movies this year besides, like, Arrival.
Yeah, and Fantastic Beasts, which was the first...
They won costumes.
Yeah, first Harry Potter movie to win anything at the Oscars
I'm surprised they haven't won for, like, score or set design before.
Yeah, I would say that
or makeup.
If there's anything that they should have...
CGI.
Maybe CGI.
They crafted Dobby.
Yeah.
They made him.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe the score and stuff. But,
Nagini should have just gotten an award for just being so slick.
But the costumes in Fantastic Beasts were...
they were pretty.
They were very pretty. But the fucking ending.
Like, oh, yeah. So...
we were there for that.
I have not seen Moonlight or La La Land. Okay, I obviously what I do every year is I don't see any movies, and then I wait for them to all be online.
Yeah, exactly.
On like Amazon Prime, and then I watch all of the things that like were up for Oscars.
And I'm sure both movies, from what I hear, are fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously,
I know I'm gonna like them both.
Yeah, and
I obviously know like the more relevant importance of Moonlight compared to La La Land.
Exactly,
you know? Which did whitewash jazz, which is fine.
Yeah,
it's not fine at all.
Not fine.
But like, would I still love La La Land? I'm sure I would. Yeah, I love musicals. I love the two of them. Like, it sounds like a movie for me, bitch.
Yeah.
But they give the award for Best Picture to La La Land, right? And I'm like in the bathroom, like reading my Twitter, and everyone's upset about it. Obviously. And I'm like, okay, shit, that happened. And then like 5 minutes later, you're telling me that Moonlight actually won. And I was like, I swear to God, I just saw this happen.
Yeah.
Like, I swear. And then we watched the video of it. And whoa.
It's apparently like the presenters, they got the envelope for the actress in a leading role, which was Emma Stone that won. And so he saw Emma Stone and he was like, oh, La La Land. But like, it should say exactly like what the fuck
the movie
is going on. So he just said La La Land, but they showed the card. It said Moonlight. It's just like...
What's so awkward though is like some of the people that gave speeches for La La Land, like, they knew that they didn't win because they saw people saying it on stage, like, when you see the people, run on. And then the one guy, like, still gave a speech.
Wow.
After he had obviously, like, found out. Like, they all,
That's weird.
Yeah. And it's just, like, why did you do that? And it's, like, did the people that made Moonlight, like, did they get to even accept the award, like, give a speech? Because the video cuts off, so I never get to know.
It's just, like, a fucking... Of course... That happens at, this moment.
Yeah.
You know?
So, like, you had Oscar So White last year.
Yeah.
And this year they're like, oh, yeah, like, diversity. Like, we're gonna kill it. And, we got fucking Jimmy Kimmel making fun of Mahershala's fucking name.
I can't believe that.
I know.
That is wild.
Like, just shit like that happened. So, also, like, everybody knew that the whole Moonlight thing, like, it needed to win. Like, it represents a fucking story that never gets told. And Denzel got fucking robbed for stupid-ass Casey Affleck. Which, like, fuck him.
That's fucked up on many different levels.
Yeah,
but, like,
did you see that his, like, production team, like, has given Trump money and funding?
Oh, my God, what?
He says that he's appalled, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Did you really not know? Like, just read about his sexual assault history and, like, just let me know if you still think the guy deserves awards. And, like, can we stop, like, giving these, like, asshole men fucking comebacks, like Mel Gibson too, like both him and Casey Affleck. They were interviewing him
as if like he was like, you're on the comeback now.
It's like, can you come back from anti-Semitism and just being an awful human? And
I guess in this era you can,
I was here for at least Jimmy Kimmel dragging the fuck out of Matt Damon because he's just been fucking up consistently. He says some racist things in interviews, and now he's got that Great Wall movie.
I can't believe that movie.
I know. Who okayed that?
I don't.
And knew in 2017 that was not going to go over without
I know, it's
controversy.
definitely not. It's like a stupid action movie because they got like weird monsters and everything in it, so it's not supposed to be like accurate, but also like they could have fucking still given an Asian fucking actor the role.
Ridiculous.
That's
so yeah, Mahershala was the first Muslim actor to win.
Wow.
Which was exciting. And Viola Davis is the first black woman to win a Tony, a Golden Globe, and an Oscar.
That's fantastic.
So, for acting, because Whoopi Goldberg has done it, but she's done, like, producing stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that's cool, too. And now I just want to see everyone's fucking movie.
Exactly. Yeah. But what you were going to say, in between Moonlight, like, having this flub, like, mix-up thing, and then Lemonade
like, robbing Moonlight of their fucking moment. Like, that's just fucked up.
And then Lemonade not getting the Grammy. Like,
yeah, it's been a sketchy year so far.
It's sketchy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But damn, that's what fucking happened.
I was sad that 13th didn't win for documentary. Yeah. I really liked the People versus OJ docuseries.
I couldn't be mad because like 13th, or I mean the OJ one did cover a lot of like what the 13th did cover,
like
but
the
like
systemic racism and the police brutality. But
yeah, but 13th
was great.
I mean, there was a lot of good options in that category. It was like really hard to fucking pick.
I know.
But
who won Best Actress? I think Emma Stone.
Yeah, it was Emma Stone.
Get that.
Yeah.
Her dress was great. Her dress was my favorite.
I feel as though
no. Taraji looked the best, actually.
Oh my god,
she had that fucking velvet ass dress on.
I feel as though you've not been as into following the fashion of the red carpet as.
It's because we don't have cable. I can't watch the fucking red carpet.
Oh. You just get all the updates from Twitter.
I look on Twitter and I'm like, okay, so these are the best. I always look at that one BuzzFeed list that shows you what everybody wore.
Yeah.
But I used to, alright, the reason why I would look into it is because I'd have to come up with one person to do in a makeup tutorial, and now I don't have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
That was half the reason. I had chosen somebody, I don't know.
How many Oscar makeup tutorials went up today?
Shit, I gotta look at my YouTube subscriptions. You're right. That's what you gotta do.
Honestly,
man.
Yeah, that's the fucking key.
Money's on probably Emma Stone just because she wore a bold lip, so that's obviously gonna be done. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Well, I guess we should do some questions.
Yeah,
now.
Let's get into them.
Yeah, but first a word for our sponsor. Today's podcast is brought to you by the lovely people over at Squarespace. So if you guys are looking for somewhere to build a website, whether you just want a gallery for some of your art that you're doing, or you have an online store, or kind of just a landing page for work that you've done, Squarespace is definitely the place to build that website. They have the easiest menu system to work around. They have just little boxes that you enter in all the information, and then it formats it to look the way that you want it to, because I know that's the hardest part for me when I go and build a website is I want things to look good, but I can never get it right by using the code or whatever. So Squarespace makes sure that everything looks really good. They also have a really good commerce tool system. So if you're trying to build a store, you can easily integrate a whole purchasing system into your website. So that way you don't have to use Etsy or something like that. You can have a whole page dedicated to your work. And if you really want to get your website just off the ground, in the shortest amount of time possible, they have a whole bunch of beautiful templates that you can choose from. And then you literally just plug in your information, what you want it to say, and it'll be ready to go. And so as always, we've got a deal for you guys. If you go to squarespace.com and start your free trial, you can use code COFFEE, that's COFFEE, and you'll get 10% off of your first purchase. So again, just go to squarespace.com and use code COFFEE for 10% off your purchase. All right, so let's do the first questions, as always, from patreon.com/CoffeeWithChrachel, the lovely binchos over there. First question is from Chanteau. Said, "Hi, Chris and Rachel. I've been having a bad couple of days where I've struggled to get out of bed and have been taking my anger out on my significant other. I guess this is mostly directed to Rachel, but what do you guys do when you have these kinds of days? How do you snap yourself out of the funk?"
Well, in terms of how I with my partner, Chris,
yeah.
I usually acknowledge it. I might snap at you, or I might take something out on you, and then I know that I'm doing it, and then I have to stop myself and be okay, you know what? You're not doing anything. This is literally just because I'm upset and not feeling my best, and I apologize.
Yeah. And on my end of that, I have taken time within myself to realize that there are going to be moments when that might happen, and it's not okay. It's not okay, but it's not, sometimes you can't control it. It's, it's something that you're struggling with, and you can't always control it sometimes. And so I understand that there might be moments like that.
You just have to own up to it when you're doing it, because if you're doing it all the time and then you're just expecting your partner to be okay with it without you even acknowledging that it was fucked up, that's not cool. So you just gotta do that. Yeah. But in terms of getting out of bed to get anything done, obviously every day I'm discovering a new way that motivates me to do something, you know what I mean? If it's just something small, going to a store nearby and getting something that you might need or want for whatever reason, or cracking into a hobby that you do feel the energy to do, or cook something that makes you, feel good, or you have the energy to do it, even just taking a shower, which usually is the hardest thing to even get done. I can tell when I'm not doing so well when I'm not taking care of myself in that way. But doing those things, will trigger
chain reaction kind of.
Yeah, that's what basically happens. I take that shower, or I do, I wash my face or something, and then I'm okay, so now I've accomplished that. I can do something different now.
All these things are kind of just interconnected,
Yeah, and sometimes I'll so say I'll get into painting or doing something like that, and then I'll be oh man, I just, didn't do anything today but a hobby. But hey, if you did anything, Like, that's something to be proud of. Like, I usually won't pat myself on the back, and then I'll, like, tell you or I'll tell my therapist about it, and she'll be like, oh, well, you completed something. Like, that's great. Like, you know, you went out and you set out to do something and you completed it. It doesn't matter if it didn't pay you or, you know, something like that.
Yeah, it's mainly the thing is, like, you know, but it's not something that I, like, got a return on my, like,
investment for. It's like, no, you're investing in yourself. You're investing time into yourself. The return was
the happiness that you got back from that.
Yeah, the relaxation or the healthy habit that you formed instead of doing something bad like self-harming. Like, if that keeps you doing that or, you know, But, you know, it's all temporary. That's all I got to say. Mm-hmm. It's always temporary. There's always something nice that comes along, and then you'll go back, and it's no, you know, you can't beat yourself up for relapsing in that way, if you know what I mean.
All right, and the next question is from Amanda, who said, any advice for leaving your abuser in the past where they belong and not letting them hold you back? I haven't seen or spoken to my abuser nearly 4 years, but they still affect me sometimes.
I mean, like, in terms of, like, my family, like, I still reach out and, like, I have not absolutely let them go in the past, and that's something that I'm, like, working on. So, like, don't beat yourself up for, like, not fully being able to move on from that, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience with yourself. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know what that looks like, you know? But, like, everything that you do that doesn't involve them, and every time that, like, the thought of them is not intruding another moment of your happiness, like, it's just going to keep getting better, and you're going to replace that part of your life with healthier relationships and people and hobbies and things like that. It just comes with time. Yeah. But, like, I know that it's, like, even me, like, I'm still, like, very much, it's still fresh, but, like, it's still not, like, I did not let that fucking ruin my birthday. Mm-hmm. I was like, I am not letting the thought of them not call me and acknowledge my birthday bother me.
Last year, you were definitely in a more negative space because it was fresher at that point.
Yeah, and each year it's going to get better. Same with the holidays. The holidays are still really hard, but every year it gets, like, I'm replacing the things that I miss or I'm grieving with newer things that make me happy and are healthy in the long run.
I know you're thinking, like, 4 years, like, that sounds like a long time.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not. Like, a lot of things are a long process, and it can be frustrating, definitely.
It's like, really not that much time, And it sucks because you feel bad because you're like, I'm letting these people, like, take this much time, but it's not. You're not letting anything happen. It's just a natural thing that it's going to take a while because you've been conditioned a different way, and that's what abuse is. It's a conditioning, and you're literally rewiring your brain right now to, like, not be still conditioned to whatever they did. So, you know, good luck, but I believe in you. I believe in myself. And if anybody else can relate to this, you know, I do think that there is hope for everyone to be able to move on from this. So, because it's episode 150, which, by the way, crazy.
Whoa, shit. Totally forgot. It's 150. What the fuck?
What does that even mean?
You're, like, fist pumping over there.
I know, it's a lot. It's a lot. So someone on Reddit asked, if you had to have 150 of something, what would it be?
You'd be like pickles or bags of salt and vins.
Okay. Or, like,
moisturizers.
Serums. I would have 100. Well, would they expire?
Ooh.
But, like, I feel like salt and vinegar chips and pickles cannot expire because, like, unsealed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they could.
You.
So I'm gonna do salt and vinegar chips. I feel like they'd stay fresh for a while.
I get you.
Is that stupid? Is that, like, bad?
No,
is that a weird choice?
I'm gonna pick, like, I don't know, video games. Like, you know, I'd pick 150 video games to just get and be able to play through all of them. Like, the more the merrier, you know?
You guys tell I love to eat. Okay, our next question is, saw this on Twitter. I like them thick, thankful, honest, intelligent, compassionate, and caring for the 2 C's.
Oh my god.
So that, I feel like, is honestly true for me.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. So the next question is, I'm a freshman in college, currently struggling to cultivate a group of friends who have the same values and interests as me. I found so much of college social scene revolves around drinking at large, loud parties, which I know can be really fun, but with some people, but are not for me. While I really enjoy the academic side of college, I'm miserable otherwise, and it upsets me knowing that my parents are paying so much money for me to go to a private out-of-state school for me to just be unhappy here. I'm wondering if either of you have advice for finding ways to make college a fulfilling and positive experience, even when I feel like the college lifestyle itself just doesn't suit me. And I wanted to answer this because I feel like there's like a really huge pressure to like make college like this otherworldly experience. You know what I mean? Like you should like, like be doing things like hanging out with some friends and stuff like that, but like I think that the main thing is like you're supposed to be there for school. Like, you're learning, and I feel like we put this pressure to make it like something
the social experience of your entire life.
Yeah, and like it doesn't have to be that. Like you don't have to have.
Don't be like not trying to like meet people, but at the same time,
this doesn't have to be the peak of your social life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like your late 20s and your 30s are going to be that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But like for me, like, we did the whole party thing, and it just gets boring, and especially if you, like, are in a relationship, then it's, like, useless, because, like, nobody's there trying to make friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, the way that I went about it is I joined, activities, like, at school, I joined, like, the music group and stuff like that, and I had a job on campus, met people, and then we would just all hang out. It would be more of, like, a house party scene, and that's, for me, like, more comfortable. I like, hanging out with like a group of like maybe 10 people and doing it that way just because I can actually talk to people, and I feel like I have more of a more like entertaining time, I guess.
Making dinners, like if people have apartments.
Yeah, we went out to eat with our friends a lot.
Yeah, going out to eat or like having dinners.
Going to the movies we did, like in groups, like midnight premieres and all that kind of shit.
Stuff like that.
And like you can still be fucked up, but you can be fucked up and seeing Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we were lucky that was happening at the same time.
Fantastic Beasts, though. I mean, that's something that would be there.
But I don't know. I just think, like, you're right. Definitely... People do put a lot of, like, stake into, the weekends, and it's, like, sometimes you have to do fucking homework on the weekends.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I always had a speech that was coming up, and I would spend a lot of time, like, practicing, Like, I think as you get into your later years at college, though, that becomes less apparent. Like, the people that they're we're all busy,
I felt like a decent amount of, like, guilt not like going to like the parties and stuff like that, especially in the later years as we were going on, like just like should we be like doing these fucking crazy scenes, the college experience, blah blah blah, instead of like seeing a movie or something like that. But honestly, like doing the like stuff with my meteorology group, like the club that I was in for meteorology, or like seeing movies and things like that was more enjoyable in the end.
Yeah, we just hung out like at our friends' apartments. We all had cats and we were all just chilling.
Yeah.
Taking our tests in the same room and like, doing our projects in the same room, like getting homework done with my friends, like all that kind of stuff. Like that's where I feel like you get like your real connections with people. And like the parties, like I would go to like every once in a while just like to go out and like when I felt like, stepping out wearing a cute outfit and everything.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I would honestly really recommend like joining one activity, even like if it's just going to like if you have a gym on campus and they have like a Zumba class or some sort of class that you go and you show up like weekly or whatever, and then you're just going to meet people, and then you're going to find people that have similar like major or lifestyle as you, and it'll
go from there.
Yeah.
But if the academic side is going great, like that's the main reason
really
you're there.
Is.
So that's not a waste of money if that's going good.
I wish that if I could like repeat college, I would have absolutely wished that I would have put way less effort and headspace into the fucking social side of it, because it really did I had really good grades before I went to college, and I really did let it like slide because I was so focused on like the friends and everything like that. And like it's not like that's not important, but like honestly, how many of those fucking people do I still talk to? Like, let's be real. And like I could have had better grades. Like,
I know, I get
it's true. Like I mean, obviously it was important. I met fucking Chris there, but we studied a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot of our
together.
Time.
That was you were like a motivator, because you were like, you're not that kind of person that slacks at all in any sort of form.
For me, it's like in my mind, I have to like complete all tasks even now, like, just, like, with life things, I have to complete all tasks before I can sit down and have my enjoyment time.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the way that I, like, have to do it. Otherwise, it's just sitting on my head.
For me, it's cleaning. I need my space to be clean for me to be able to feel like I can relax.
I mean, that always helps with me, too, because, you know, the cluttered space, cluttered mind.
Yo, it felt so good. My closet is so clean right now from those clothing declutterations.
It always feels great to start off fresh like that.
I feel like a brand new person, honestly.
For a lighter question, for a bench on wanting to start their journey into the Food Network universe, what show or personality do you suggest they start with?
I would say Iron Chef.
Yeah,
or Chopped.
Yeah, one of those two, the classics, because
so you get a decent amount of people to see and observe.
Chopped, probably to get like the most like Food Network personalities, and also get like the vibe of Food Network now, because like it's more competition, less like Ina.
But Iron Chef, so that you can actually see how skilled some of these people are, and it's not just like their personalities. Like, there are some people on the Food Network that are just like personalities, but then there's really talented people too.
Yeah.
So like, it's lit. Also, diners, drive-ins, and dives, but don't do it unless you have food in your hand.
Yes.
You cannot watch that show without being hungry.
That is our Lord and Savior, the classic.
Nothing like seeing him slurp up anything, honestly. That gets me going. Okay, so we have a lot of feelings about this whole Monopoly drama that has been going on.
Oh, no.
So, first things first. Like, a year or two ago, I think it was actually... All right, no, they wrote it in here. 2013 is when they got rid of the iron, and they replaced it with the cat, which was a very controversial move, if you remember.
I'm here for that one.
I'm okay with the cat.
I'm okay with the cat.
I did like the iron, though.
Yeah. You know, they could have gotten rid of some other pieces.
I don't know what's left anymore. Yeah. So at this point, they have gotten rid of the thimble, and they are now asking us to vote to replace the thimble with something.
Wasn't there like a million options?
It's 56 potential tokens.
And one of them was like a fucking emoji. Like,
one of them is an emoji. There's a hashtag, so literally just like the pound symbol, okay?
Oh my god.
There's a really old-ass looking phone that I'm very confused by. Like, there is just so much, so they want to know which of the new tokens we would go for.
I swear to God, if they put in an emoji into Monopoly, I'm going to be so upset.
So I'm going to tell you what they are. So we got a TV, but it looks like a retro-ass TV, so fuck that. You got a typewriter. Okay, trumpet, that's very you. The smiley face emoji, which like, and there's the winky, there's like a million emojis. I'm just scrolling past all of them because like no one gives a shit. No. I get it though, because like that, honestly, if they're trying to replace it with something that like represents us as society now, like an emoticon or whatever, like is relevant.
Emoticon, oh my god.
Well, it's going to encompass that too, like MSN days. AIM days, you know?
I just, like, went back in time 10 years.
Okay? The wheel, I think we're past that, you know? Wellington boot, so, like, a rain boot. We're not in England.
Wait, isn't there a boot
There's,
already?
like, a shoe.
Yeah, what?
A watch. It's, like, a straight-up Rolex.
Oh, my God.
I'll pass on her. The T-Rex. That has some fucking promise.
Yo, I'm here for that
We never even met that T-Rex.
Wow.
Like, why is that an idea? Just for Jurassic Park? Like... There's also a tortoise, a thumbs up, like just like a hand. That's
oh my god, they should do a sea creature, just like any sea creature. That would be fantastic.
A tennis shoe, a surfboard, sunglasses, the sliced bread. Okay, absolutely.
Oh my god, what?
Why are we not doing that? It's literally just golden bread. Like, that is essentially
I would pick that every time.
The new shoe. Like, why are we going to have more than one fucking piece of footwear? Get out of here.
Ugh.
A scooter, a sailboat, a rotary phone, we're past her. The rooster, okay. A roller skate, race car, rabbit.
We don't need any more. We already have a car and a boat.
That's
we don't
nice
need
bathtub.
a new one of either.
Penguin, I'd be into that. Fuck.
Ooh.
NASCAR, get out of my ass. There's all kinds of cars. Like, they have a monster truck. If there's a fucking monster truck in this game...
No more vehicle.
The horse, for all the horse girls. Yeah, the hashtag. Look at how stupid it looks.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm here for the sliced bread. Like that, out of all of the things you said, I'm here for the sliced bread.
Oh, the rubber duck. Like, there are so many weird options.
Oh my god, rubber duck, though. That would be interesting, too.
I'm not going to, like, read all of these, but I'm trying to see if, like, any of them really stand out.
Any of them stand out,
yeah. I would say, overall, the sliced bread would work for me.
Yeah.
They do have a fish, but, like, I don't really understand what she represents. So she's kind of a mystery to me.
Maybe just to remind us that, like, the
We're
ocean's
all Pisces here.
and don't fuck up the oceans.
Yeah, that, honestly. We'll do a little climate change. Why don't they just put, like, the changing climate as a token,
And
honestly?
Earth, like the globe.
But it's crumbling.
Oh, my God.
Or there's no water. Okay.
Speaking of board games, we got the Game of Life. Ooh.
Oh, my God. We went to great lengths to get the one that we both had as kids.
Yeah, the new one that they have out
is different.
They changed it, and it just is not the same.
Ours is like the 2002 version.
Yeah.
Like, that's my prime, honestly.
That's what I grew up with.
Yeah. And we played, like, several times, and it's honestly fucked up how real the loans are.
Yeah, nothing like playing a game about loans and insurance to get
think,
away from loans and insurance.
Why do we do this?
I don't know. And then we play Monopoly, which is just like, hey, capitalism, you know?
We need better games.
That's like America's classic games. They're all about capitalism.
I like Jenga. What's Jenga represent? My crumbling fucking life? Because honestly, and also my tense anxiety. Oh, maybe that's why I liked it.
Shit.
It was like the fucking physical form of my anxiety. Wow.
Guess who for my anxiety?
That's what I'm paying for healthcare for. You know what I'm saying? Just for that realization.
Guess who for my anxiety about trying to remember people's names? Like,
oh, I fucks with Guess Who so hard though. I'm like, ooh, he's got stubble. Like, I don't know. We should get that game.
Oh,
I miss
fuck.
it. Those little flippity clickety clacks.
Do you ever play like Ants in Your Pants or
No.
Don't Break the Ice?
Oh, I heard of that one.
Yeah.
I didn't play it though.
Yeah,
I wasn't into that.
Those
That's
are
like
classics too.
It's like a smashing game, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not here for that. I was here
Don't
for
Like
Clue.
Daddy.
Ooh, I didn't have
was
it, but
creepy.
it was creepy.
I always hated Operation.
Me too.
Operation scared the shit out of
The
me.
buzz was
yeah,
too
it
much.
was really a lot.
Too much zing in that buzzer. I didn't like it at all. It was too tense. But Clue, I was like the best at because
Clue.
you get those idiots that play Clue that they guess before they have the full answers and they always lose.
No, you gotta do your due diligence.
You gotta
on it.
write
Like,
it down.
You gotta look into this shit.
I wish I had it. I had the second version of Clue that just like would talk to you. You like pressed your little token on the location and it would say like noise. But like it had way more rooms than like the original Clue, so I really liked it.
There's a Harry Potter Clue that we were looking to get into. Like we saw that and we wanted
I know.
to.
I thought you were saying like that you could get access to it because I'm pretty sure that's the one that you can't buy anymore.
Oh, was it?
No, maybe that's Monopoly. There's a Harry Potter board game version of some game that I know you'd love that they don't make anymore.
Yeah.
And you can get it for like $1 billion on eBay.
Fucking right. Why don't they like cash in on that? Because honestly, I'd buy like every fucking version. Like
I know.
every game.
Why wouldn't they have like a consistent just like of the whole franchise for a board game? Like maybe there is a Harry Potter board game that we just don't know about.
There definitely are some games.
Nothing is 2-player though, because like yeah, we have friends that can come over, but like 9 times out of 10, it's just me versus Chris, and you can't play like 90% of games without.
That's why we got
people.
the Game of Life.
I'm like, if Squeezy could honestly just step up and fucking play Clue, we would be all in. Because honestly,
what the fuck?
He's Mr. Green. Wouldn't you say?
Oh.
If you were a Clue binge, who would you be? Oh, I know who you'd be.
Who would I be?
Professor fucking Plum.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
are
now
so
I used
Professor
to pick
Plum.
Mr. Green, but now I'd be a Plum.
Ew, Mr. Green?
Yeah.
He's so, like, menacing. That's why he's Squeezy. Or he could be the Colonel Mustard because of his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Those
no,
mustardy
he's
eyes.
Mr. Green, I'll be Plum.
Lila's that shady maid, Mrs. White.
Yeah, yeah.
And I used to go for Miss Scarlet, but...
Because she used to go first, right?
Yeah. So I'm just going to go for her. I can't even... What is it? Mrs. Peacock or something?
Yeah, Peacock.
I don't know. Who's the blonde? Like, is there a blonde?
I don't remember their names.
Anyway, I feel like that's a BuzzFeed quiz that we just did live without a BuzzFeed prompt. You know what I'm saying?
Let's start making our own quizzes.
Yeah, I will. So, are we going to vote in this Monopoly thing, though? Because, like,
oh, shit.
Honestly, we need to do that.
Yeah, everybody should let us know on, like, the Reddit thread for this episode, like, what you want to win.
Yeah, I'm, like, trying to see if I can actually vote right now, but I don't know. We'll figure it out some other time. Oh, votemonopoly.com. All right, guys, do it. Vote.
Votemonopoly.com.
If you vote the emoji, I'm leaving you. Oh, my God. Voting has ended. I'm so upset.
I thought that they had announced that the winner, but maybe they didn't.
No, they're not announcing until like some March ass bitch.
Wow, March ass bitch.
That's your birthday.
All right, and so let's do the last question. What would you want to eat as your last meal?
Oh my God, That's difficult. Like, if I could have dairy and not die.
I think that even if you did, like, you'd still pick something.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter if I'm in pain if I'm dying.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm
That's
like,
dark.
it's not just like one thing. Like, I'm going for like as many courses as I can think of. In
Okay,
my
like
head.
Dessert and lunch?
Yeah.
I don't know about lunch, honestly. I don't care.
I think that
Appetizer. What would be the last app?
the last app. Oh my god.
For me, it would be like tuna tartare, real zingy.
Oh shit, I was going for more trashy food.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Or like sushi, you know,
I want
like
mozzarella
a small
sticks.
sampling.
Like,
Okay.
I want some mozzarella sticks.
I'm going right back to the fish.
Oh,
you know?
fuck. I haven't had one of those deep fried cheese sticks in a long time, and I miss them.
I'm trying to think of like what my shittiest like appetizer food would be, but it would probably be like nachos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want to like squeeze in mac and cheese into here somewhere too, because like I want
Okay,
some
let's
of
do
that.
an appetizer of like mac and cheese and mozzarella sticks and tuna tartare.
Okay, that's a great
Great combo.
combination.
My entree, well, I would have a salad too, probably. Like, I would make a homemade salad because I just make my favorite type of salad.
Okay.
So I'm good.
Yeah.
And then my meal would be like, the shrimp Amalfi dish at Carlucci's.
Ooh.
That's not even on the menu. I have to request verbally.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is it, honestly? It's been so long.
It's a
It's like a
mystery.
crab cake that has like shrimp also. It's totally not vegan. There's also salmon involved. And then there's
sauce,
like a lemon garlic like angel hair pasta, and it's just like lemony and fish and very much me.
I think I'm gonna go for my mom's shepherd pie, the classics.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's just got meat and fucking peas and mashed potatoes.
I really still want to make that vegan version where you just do like lentils in the middle and you still do the mashed potato.
I haven't had shepherd's pie in like long enough that I wouldn't be able to like
Is there like
compare
a
it
pie
back.
crust part? Like, you know, like a pot
No,
pie?
it's, well, I mean, like
a puff pastry part?
The top layer is the mashed potatoes, and then it like browns, and so it's kind of like a crust on top. But
I feel
on the
you.
bottom, it's just like meat and
Gotcha.
veggies. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
I would do mac and
dessert-
cheese in there too.
Yeah,
Like
mac
just
and cheese for
shitty
every
ass
part.
craft,
Like,
shitty ass craft. Maybe SpongeBob shaped,
ooh,
you know, for a nice edge.
I think I had to go for the classic.
Yeah, and for my
Dessert.
dessert, ooh, that's really difficult for me, honestly.
I think I want whoopie pies with ice cream.
Whoa, okay. I think I want,
With some Christmas cookies in there too.
ooh, the biggest and most tart lemon bar you can find.
Yeah,
Like Ina Garden's special lemon bar.
but like the whole thing,
The whole tray of it.
You have as much as you want,
and
like-
I would have just like really good coffee as like my like really good coffee,
yeah.
but like
coffee with it too.
the
yeah.
cream's been fucking heated as well, and you know, it's been French pressed for weeks, and it's just great.
Oof, that all sounds great.
Yeah, that's my life.
We're
right now.
recording this too close to dinner time. Like,
I
it's
know. I'm
fucked up.
fucking starving. All I had was that fucking brown rice bowl today. I'm starving.
Well, shit. I guess we should wrap it up then.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out for episode 150.
150. Next week is Harry Potter. It's not next week. It's
week.
literally Thursday.
Yeah.
So leave us Harry Potter related questions and discussion topics on our Reddit page, on our Twitter, wherever you feel
we'll
like
be asking
it.
for questions for the episode soon, but like, you know, we
You
get
can already
notified on
start,
everything.
bitch.
Yeah.
And yeah, just anything, like, are there theories that you want us to discuss? And are there, you know, just any sort of like
Controversial opinions that, you know,
yeah,
want to see.
unpopular opinions, you
Yeah.
know? Let us know. But let's get into binge time.
Yeah, so we'll see
grab
you
my mug, bitch.
guys on Thursday.
Bye.
All right, Benchers. So I think the last time we did you guys as fish. Was it fish last time? And so now we're going to do insects.
And boy, was this some fun researching.
There are some interesting bugs in the world.
All right, so we're starting off with Nicole Dowling, who is a Colorado potato beetle.
Alex Capraro is a bean capsid.
Kim Boisvert is a silver checker spot caterpillar.
Shannon Shires is a gumtree shield bug.
Alicia McKee is a turkey gnat. Me.
Kimberly Proza is a promethea moth.
Staying away. Sammy Jessup is a samurai wasp.
Sarah Booth is a bamboo mealybug.
Megan Rackley is a barley joint worm. Me.
Kate Convery is a confusing bumblebee.
I can't believe that's a real
It's a
fucking
real fucking
insect.
thing.
We got Taylor Collins, who is a pine root collar weevil. I can't do this.
Emma Corbeil is a corn earworm. Me.
Sloan Fuller is a fuller rose beetle.
Angelica Feliz is a Rocky Mountain maple felt mite.
You need to chill. Taryn Parker is a snail's parasite blowfly.
Alana Barbosa is a birch bark beetle. Say that 5 times fast.
Lutzi is a gabbage looper. Gabbage? It's like cabbage, but you've been in the garbage.
Taylor Mays is a Florida carpenter ant.
Shay Alario is a grass sheath miner.
Megan Ashley is an ash gray blister beetle.
Cody Castillo is a castor oil semi-looper moth.
Oh my god, that's you with your fucking castor oil.
Is that lurking in my oil? We'll find out next week.
Bailey Lynn is a leek moth.
Emily Tormey is a mottled tortoise beetle.
Sony Vaz Brune is a Bruce spanworm.
Bruce springworm. Taylor Hancock is an American cockroach.
The classic.
Classic all-American is apple pie cockroach.
Sabrina Hughes is a Helena gum moth.
Fiona is a coffee berry borer, aka anyone listening to this show and who's bored as fuck.
Stephanie Oliver is an olive fruit fly.
Melanie Weldon is a melon fly.
Sylvia Ehrlichman Gross is a Zimmerman pine moth.
Juanita Cara is a Carolina mantid.
Annie Wynn is a crinkled flannel moth.
Oh my god, me. Cassandra Lee is a sand wireworm.
Emma Nygren is an emerald cockroach wasp.
Courtney Hall is a hull scale.
Becca Jansen is a tropical paper wasp.
Angela Sue is an apple sucker.
Michelle North is a northern rat flea.
Aaron Bray is a ring-legged earwig. Ew! 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 Why did we do this?
Jada Goshi is a golden paper wasp.
Maya Elizabeth is a lawn army worm.
Ishbel Mendez is a bella moth.
Oh my god. Edward. Talia Miller is a rusty millipede.
Margarita is a march fly.
Avery Labelson is a brown belted bumblebee.
Whoa. Daisy Blossom Dottie is a grape blossom midge.
Chloe Archer is a larch sawfly.
Anthony Hood is a banded sugar ant.
Mariah Hanna is a marsh slug. Me.
Liz Holbrook is a holly leaf miner.
Jennifer Habgood is a furniture beetle.
Madison Greer is a green fruit worm.
Madison Wolf is a wolf spider. I'm so
That's
sorry.
fucking terrifying.
It's fucked up.
Megan McNally is a mahogany webworm.
It's mahogany. Skylar Medley is a dusky sap beetle.
Megan Preyas is an elegant sheep moth.
That sounds nice. Corey Springfield is a spring cankerworm.
Ugh.
I don't like that.
Ilka is a silky ant.
Aren't we all? Jaxadora Who is an aerial yellow jacket. Nah.
Nicole
Pass.
Allen is a Colombian timber beetle.
Courtney White is a white garden snail. Snail is now a insect.
Oh my god, we're just adding it in here. Bridget Carey Davis is a nectar scarab.
Jennifer Cornwell is a corn blotch leaf miner, or Chris.
Sophia Cock is a harlequin cockroach.
Ash Roselle is a rose chafer.
Jackie Burkhart is an oceanic burrower bug.
Beth Fonseca is the secondary screw worm.
Jackie Bergiulio is an eastern yellow jacket.
Christina Contreras is a convergent lady beetle.
Catherine Simpson is a persimmon borer.
Ian Murphy is an Australian rat flea. Rat flea.
Kendall Berg is a Barberg pole caterpillar.
Allie McGregor is a gorse sea weevil. Can't even do this.
Megan Grilly is a ringant termite.
Chloe Ireland is a clover looper, which is just 2 of the last movies in 2012.
Taco Roach is a false German cockroach, not the real German.
Oh my god. Haley Cadwalder is a lime swallowtail.
Camellia Malky is a camellia scale.
Maddie Pullman is a lodgepole needle miner.
Amanda Pete is a mango spider mite.
Caitlin Whalen is a silent leaf runner.
Cody Robinson is a robust leaf hopper.
So the leaf twins. Lauren Chavone is a Cuban laurel trips.
Dana Daly is a dandelion gall wasp.
Megan Wilson is a Dobson fly.
Dobby's
flying!
Claire Wood is a Pacific dampwood termite.
Anna Hernandez is a banana skipper.
Jenna Gordonier is a gorse seed weevil.
I want a weevil with a wobble. Sarah is a scarab beetle.
Vlyn and Drew are native drone flies.
AKA the YouTube husband. Bridget Dubin is a bristly rose slug.
Hillary Gay is a chili thrips.
Kenzie Knight is a night crawler.
And Rachel Evans is a yellow crazy ant.
Amazing. So the rest of you buzz benches are just buzzing around.
You guys are, honestly, you're the bees in Bee Movie. I think that's fitting.
I would say so. So we've got Allison Francois,
Ashley Riefenberger,
Joanna Jensen,
Rebecca Edmondson,
Mallory,
Allie Malone,
Kathleen Wynn,
and Rose Barnett.
So thanks, guys. We hope you enjoyed your insect of the season.
Yeah, I hope you guys really identify to, like, all of the different Animal Kingdom things that we have.
Normally,
with.
I would say to look it up to see what it looks like, but
do that at your own
that's a risk.
Yeah.
So if any of you insectophobes out there.
Oh my god. What is the term for somebody that's really into bugs?
I don't know. I don't know anything that could ever say.
There's always that one kid that's like, I collect bugs.
That's too real.
Yeah.
I was definitely not that kid. I liked worms, and that was about it.
Yeah.
But haven't we all at some point?
All right.
Well, we'll see you on Thursday for our Harry Potter episode.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.